The forest was dense. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the thick canopy. Matt looked around, heart pounding. He had been so engrossed in taking photographs of a rare bird, he strayed from the trail. Now, panic swelled within him. He was lost. He called out, hoping for a response. Only silence answered. Desperation gnawed at him. The forest seemed to press in, its vastness suffocating. Matt knew he had to find his way back before nightfall. He started walking, trying to retrace his steps. But every direction looked the same. Fear, cold and sharp, gripped him. He was alone, lost in the wilderness. The feeling was paralyzing, yet he knew he couldn't afford to surrender to it. He had to survive. The forest floor was a treacherous maze of tangled undergrowth. Thorns tore at Matt's clothes, leaving angry red welts on his skin. He pushed through, driven by a primal fear he couldn't ignore. The forest was no longer serene. It was a hunting ground. The howl of a wolf echoed through the trees. Matt froze, his blood turning to ice. He could hear the rustling of leaves nearby. Something was stalking him, its presence heavy in the air. Adrenaline surged through him, urging him forward. He had to find shelter, and fast. As dusk approached, the temperature plummeted and the forest grew darker, the shadows deeper. Matt shivered, his thin jacket offering little protection against the biting cold. Fear was a constant companion, whispering dangers in his ear. Days blurred into nights. Matt's stomach growled incessantly, a constant reminder of his dwindling supplies. He had long finished the granola bar he'd packed for his hike. Now he searched desperately for anything edible. He ate wild berries, their tartness barely satisfying the gnawing hunger. He tried catching fish in a stream, but his efforts proved futile. Weakness gnawed at him, making each step a monumental effort. The forest seemed to mock his plight, offering nothing but hardship and despair. He knew he couldn't give up. He thought of his family, their faces a beacon of hope in his darkest hour. Their love fueled his determination. He would survive. Matt stumbled upon a dirt road, barely visible through the undergrowth. Hope, like a lifeline, surged through him. He had found a way out. With renewed determination, he started walking. He walked for what felt like hours, each step fueled by a desperate hope. Just when his energy waned, he saw it, a plume of smoke rising in the distance. Salvation. He emerged from the tree line, blinking in the sudden brightness. A group of hikers stood near a campsite, their faces etched with concern as they saw his haggard appearance. He had never been so relieved to see another human being. Matt's ordeal was over. He had faced his fears, battled the elements, and emerged victorious. He had been tested, pushed to his limits, and he had survived. The experience had changed him, forging a newfound respect for the power of nature and the resilience of the human spirit.